another video, and we are going to be doing a true animated stories. Some of these are really hard to believe, so this is going to be interesting. Go check out my other video. It was a Roblox video, daycare, and I was actually stuck outside. If you don't believe me, why don't you go check it out yourself? And I was also recording for my brother, the gamer, so yeah, go check out his channel too. So yeah, let's get this started.
Hi everyone, I'm Andre, 27 years old from the USA.
Hi Andre.
In life, sometimes the best of things come to us in the most unexpected situations. The story that happened between me and Grace 2 years ago is a typical example of that. Let me tell you about it. I was 25 years old at the time, finishing my degree at dental school. It was drizzling that night, and I was walking quickly home from my evening class when I saw a homeless girl sitting tired on the side of the road near my parking lot. She didn't look older than me, probably around 23 years old. I didn't want to step over her rudely and say nothing. I knew many people had aversion to the homeless because of their appearance and problems in life, but I had always been taught by my parents as a child to respect people in all circumstances.
In my opinion, it would be gross if you touch her. I guess you could say hi, but don't touch her.
Stopped and said hello to her. In response to my greeting, Grace looked panicked. Her appearance was miserable with her hair,
Of course she looked panicked. She doesn't know who to trust.
well, not in a mess, but quite sticky, and the clothes dirty. And her eyes were like humble pools of water. Because of those eyes, I lingered and talked to her. My parents always said that homeless people appreciate human contact a lot. Moreover, I was a poor student at the time, so in such a situation I could only talk to her since I did not have money to give. Through that conversation, I learned that her name was Grace. Grace was forced out of her home by her parents when she was 20 and had been roaming the streets ever since.
That's so sad. I mean, call police. They can't do that to her. It's ridiculous.
Regarding the reason for being kicked out of the house, I think she did mention it, but let me be honest with you, at that time I was too busy watching her and didn't pay close attention. I felt ashamed to think that she was a 7 out of 10. She had
That's personal. Why did she tell? Like, why is she? Somebody asked, "Hey, why are you homeless?" And they actually answer. My God, like, isn't that really personal question?
absolutely no unpleasant odor like the homeless people I'd encountered before. When Grace finished the story, I came to consciousness and returned to reality. It was raining harder, and Grace was trying to pull up her torn blanket to cover her head. And so I did something that changed my life forever, which was to offer her a shower and a meal at my house. The whole drive in the car with me,
That's nice. Like a shower.
Grace didn't say anything. She was very shy, but her face, especially her
Say thank you.
showed gratitude. When we went up to the apartment where I lived, the neighbors gave us dirty looks, but I just bowed.
Okay, first off, why are the neighbors gray? I do not like that like, little look there. Like, look at them, they're gray. It's just, let me know if you like that. And I'll try and find more stories like that, but I don't think I do. I mean, I don't really think any of you care though.
They walked back. I knew what they were thinking. Entering my modest apartment, I quickly showed her where the bathroom was. After that, I did not forget to find and give her ladies' shower stuff, which my ex left behind when we broke up.
Give her food first. Well, actually maybe shower, but I think I may give her a shower or food first. Mostly food, because she must be starving or very thirsty. She could drink the shower water. My God.
35 minutes later, she came out with just a towel.
35 minutes?
And in her hands were the clothes she had
35 minutes, and she's in a towel showing him. Oh my God.
washed. I froze for a few seconds. To be honest, she was an 8 out of 10 without the dirt. Realizing she was awkward in that towel, I quickly ran to look for the clothes that my ex had left and gave it to her. None of the items were fancy, but when Grace put them on, she looked like a proper lady. After she changed, I invited her to the table. While she was taking a shower, I quickly prepared some pasta and red bean salad, all of which were trivial because I hadn't made any money yet. When we started to eat for a little while, Grace suddenly burst into tears.
They probably have a crush on each other, but wait, what? She burst into tears? Let's see.
Nobody has ever been so kind to me. I can't repay you, but if you want to... I knew what she was thinking, but that was not who I was. I replied, You're a beautiful girl, but doing so is not the right thing at all. Besides, I'm not that kind of man. Her relief on her face upon hearing that from me told me that I had done the right thing. We finished dinner in silence, and then she asked me to take her back to her spot on the street where we met. Of course, I agreed, even though it was already quite late. I took her home with some other clothes from my ex, some soap,
She can't go home. Her parents won't let her go.
blankets, and leftovers. When we arrived at her home on the side of the road, she cried and gave me a grateful kiss on the cheek like a friend and said, "I will never forget you." And I would never forget the softness of Grace's kiss on my cheek. Almost every day after school, I would go over to where she sat. Sometimes I would bring meals for both of us. We ate and chatted.
Wait, so he just left her there? I don't think that's very, well, actually, where is she gonna leave her? Like, I don't think she has room, but that's kind of sweet. And every once in a while, they can go together, take a shower at their house, I guess. But we'll see what they want to do.
Actually became good friends. We maintained that habit almost daily for 2 months, even though it was just an act of charity at first. At that time, she got a job at a food store and occasionally brought food back to both of us. She also found a nearby shelter and could take a bath there once a week. I was glad to see her life improve, but she was still homeless. Every time after finishing dinners on the sidewalk,
How is she homeless? She has a job. She has, like, somewhere to take a bath every week. I'd say she's pretty good.
said goodbye, I often got a kiss on the cheek from her, and it made my heart flutter. One evening, after 3 months of the habit of meeting on the sidewalk, I invited her to my apartment again with the reason that a change of setting would be nice. As chatty as we were normally, on the drive home, neither one of us said a word.
Why is she dirty again? I mean, or him, I'd give her something, like, to warm up or something, like food or, you know.
We knew what would happen when we got home. She had washed and wore the best clothes in a pile of old clothes from my ex. And what
Okay.
should have happened
This is not important, but what happened to the neighbors? I don't really care, but okay, whatever.
did happen. As soon as the door opened, we rushed into each other. We made out wildly and had sex for a couple of hours in my place. I was smart enough to understand what it might bring me, but I was not rational enough to think at the moment what
Wait, like made out kissing? I don't know what they mean now. I'm confused.
I'd have. She put all the gratitude into it and cried a bit when we were done. But this time, I knew it was happy tears. But when I woke up the next morning alone in that apartment because Grace had left late the night before, I lied in bed worried that she might have a sexually transmitted disease and immediately felt itchy all over. I made an appointment to see a doctor for a checkup.
Why did Grace leave? What if she did something that he's my homeless girl, but aren't they dating now? I'm confused.
Didn't see Grace for a week. I didn't catch anything. Phew. I was happy and relieved, so I ran to Grace's place to find her. But Grace was not there. Even her stuff was not there as usual. I stood in that corner waiting all afternoon, but didn't see her come back. When it began to get darker, my thoughts became negative.
Do you have her phone number?
Be that she was upset upon knowing that I suspected and discriminated against her? Grace might have left because I didn't see her for a week after we had sex. I liked her and didn't want to lose a great girl like Grace. At that thought, my tears started to fall and I couldn't see well anymore. But a few seconds later, I saw a vague figure of a girl running towards me. She hugged me tightly, and I immediately realized the familiar scent. I thought you abandoned me. I didn't dare to leave the spot at all because I waited for you. But today is the day for me to take a shower in that shelter. I thought you wouldn't want to come back finding me stinking, so I had to go there with all of my belongings. Did I make you wait long? Without letting Grace finish what she was saying, I held her tightly and kissed her passionately. That moment I knew this.
Alright. Don't just kiss a girl, just tell them how you feel. Don't just, you know. But I think this guy's really sweet.
Girl for me. From that day on, Grace moved in with me in my apartment. We left the apartment together hand in hand, and the neighbors stopped looking at us with scornful eyes. Sometimes Grace woke me up in the morning with the scent of fried eggs, because cooking was still quite new to a homeless girl like her. Every day I took Grace to work, and then I went to my classes. We had dinner together, sometimes cooking on me, sometimes brought back from the store.
Alright, we get it. You guys live together, blah, 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 blah. Good video. Kidding.
Grace, we were the two happiest people in the world, and we still are. Now I'm 27 and Grace is 26. I graduated from DDS and joined a nice practice. Although I was the main earner in the family since I started to make some serious money, during 1 year of dating, Grace was extremely hardworking. I've never seen her sleep in, be lazy with household chores, or intend to betray me. I think I've found the woman of my life. How do you think I should propose to her? Should I do something special, or just buy a simple ring and ask her at her daily meal? Let me know in the comments.
Something special. Well,
So
I hope
ready,
you enjoyed
guys.
it. Let me know if you want more of these. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. And I think that was really interesting.